Okay. What's up with y'all out there? So basically, what we're going to be doing today is going to learn how to set up a system to mine Ethereum on your MacBook or your Windows. Basically, the process is pretty similar. Basically, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to install a Koinomi wallet. So Koinomi is the system that we're going to be used to create a wallet and basically have the coins deposited in there every time it reaches a certain threshold. So that's going to first thing we're going to be doing is downloading Koinomi. So if this process goes with the MacBook, if you have a Windows, it's basically similar to the same. So you got to download the Koinomi wallet, install it basically. So I'm really not going to go through this process because if you install something on your computer before, it's the same situation. So basically, you want to download the Koinomi wallet. So as you can see, it has it for the Android, iOS, desktop versions, it's MacBook, well, Windows, then MacBook, also Linux. But you're going to be downloading for whatever system you're using. We're going to be using MacBook, so I'm going to hit that, let it download. I actually already did this a little bit ago, so I think I should have it in there. But show the folder. So as it's downloading, you basically extract the file, and then you go through the process of installing it on your computer. And what's going to happen is you're going to get a system like this, and basically it's not going to have this exact same thing that it popped up right here. It's going to have an option where you create an account or a import an account or basically restore a wallet. So what you want to do is you want to hit create a new wallet, and I already have two of them that I did the example for already. So you create a wallet. The process is going to give you a phrase key or recovery key. So these, recovery phrase or a seed phrase. So sometimes when you basically create any wallet for any blockchain, this is the process. So every one of them, when you create a wallet, you're going to have a seed phrase or a recovery phrase, what they call it, what they call it sometimes. Basically, this is how you get in and out your wallet or how you import your wallet to another system. Basically, you don't want to lose this. This is very important. So the whole process is, if anybody gets this seed phrase, they'll be able to get into your wallet or add your wallet to some system like MetaMask or Coinomi or any other system that holds wallets. So this is very important. This is just a test account, so I'm not really worried about it. But you want to make sure that you save it. Basically, copy this and then put it in a folder or in a file, and then save it on the USB drive so you won't lose it. Because if you lose this, then you lose access to your wallet. If you basically switch computers or you lose computer or anything like that. So you're gonna hit the next button. Now next is going to ask you to put these keywords or these phrases into an order that which you already saved it. So you're gonna do that. But since I already did this, we're gonna skip it. Then we're gonna put a password in here. Then we hit next. And what it's gonna do next is ask us about what coin that we're trying to mine. So we're gonna type in Ethereum. We're gonna hit that. Then we're gonna hit next. And what it's doing is basically creating us an Ethereum wallet. So we're gonna basically, this right here is our Ethereum address where we're gonna receive Ethereum. So we want to save that. Let's keep this up right here. And the next thing we're gonna do, since we did the Coinomi, we're gonna download XMRig. So you want to go to Google and type in XMRig. And also, before I forget, make sure you download Visual Studio. So Visual Studio is going to be the code editor that we use to edit the code or the configuration file for XMRig. So the next thing, you want to download the one that's with your computer. So we have the Mac OS or we have Windows, whatever one you use. So if you have Windows, you want to download that, unzip the file, and it's going to be a little file there. I'm going to show you real quick as soon as I go through this. So the important thing with the Mac OS is the Intel or the Apple M1. So if you have an Apple M1 computer or processor, you want to click this one. If you have an Intel, you want to click this one. So once you download it, and this thing is finished, so it doesn't matter if I already got it. So once you download it, then you'll have a folder like this. So you have a folder like this, basically. You put it to your desktop. And what you're going to do is you're going to open up the config JSON file. You want to use Visual Studios, like I said earlier. And then what you're going to do is you're going to scroll all the way down to this bottom section right here. And what you're going to do is first, because you're going to be changing this. This right here should have a section where it says something like enter the URL or something. And then this right here is your ETH address and the type of cryptocurrency you're going to be using. So I'm going to break that down to you in 1 second. So first you want to go to unminable, and this right here, so let me go to the start. So this right here, it'll pop up like this, and you want to go to random X because you're doing it from CPU if you're on a MacBook or Windows. But if you have a Windows and you have a GPU connector, you have a whole system set up, then that's a little bit different. But this one right here, we're going to focus on this one. So what you want to do is you want to grab this public server. So you want to copy this, and then what you're going to do is add it into this config file. So right here is where you're going to add in this config file. And then next, like I said, well, go back here. Konami. You want to grab your ETH address. So you go ahead and copy that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to capital ETH, and then you want to put a colon. So capital ETH, and then a colon right here, as you see. And then you're going to type in or paste your wallet address. This right here is my default wallet address, so I'm not going to change that. And then you're going to put a dot and then type in a name that you want to recognize this wallet when it's on the unminable website, as it's mining for you, basically. So to give you a little bit of understanding what unminable is, it's basically using your CPU and other people's CPU as one whole to basically mine Ethereum. So type in a name that you're going to use, and then next, what you're going to do is we're going to go right here because we're going to put that same address in here. So I'm going to show you real quick. I did a little bit earlier, well, a while back. So close that out, and what you're going to do is you want to go to this folder where it has the XMRig, and then you want to double click on this, basically run this right here. And what it's going to be doing is starting to mine basically and do the work for you. So it's set up where you don't really have to do nothing after you do this. You can just let your computer sit and run and mine. So if you have a MacBook, any computer just sitting around, this is a good system where you can just earn some Ethereum. And it's really a good time to do this right now because if you study and understand how cryptocurrencies work, Ethereum is real good because it's the first system that has smart contracts, so it creates all these dApps. So the value of Ethereum is going to increase. And it should be, most people suggest this and say this is going to be the price of Bitcoin. So with that being said, if you have a little bit of Ethereum mined or whatever, a couple years from now, it's going to be almost 30, 60,000 some dollars. You know, it's going to go up to that price range. Right now, it's at 4,000, so it's something good to mine. So why not, if you got a computer just sitting there? So basically, go back here, and this right here, you're going to grab your address, like I said, from Coinomi, the Ethereum address, and you're going to put it in here. And then this right here, what you want to do is give it a minute. So after about like 5 minutes, you can do that, and it's going to basically show you the what's going on right here. So all the hashes and everything that's working and how the process works. So you'll see this, and I'm gonna let this run for a second. But then also, what's going to happen is the 12 hours. So you'll have this right here going, and it'll show you what that address is mining basically. But you won't be getting anything in your Coinomi wallet right here. So this one, let me go back to my original one, my default. So in the default one, I have nothing in here, no Ethereum, anything. So what happens is you won't get a deposit until you get to 0.01 Ethereum. And the reason is that because it's a transaction fee and it costs a lot to do any transactions on Ethereum. Gas fees are higher sometimes. So what's going to happen is they wait basically to get to that point to send you money because it's going to cost, some money to send money. So you don't want to go through that whole process and basically people sending money from Ethereum and they basically don't get anything because they're sending it too fast or whatever. And this ain't nothing right here. This is, ain't nothing. So let's see if this popped up real quick. But yeah, just give it a second. But as you can see, it's actually running. So this right here is doing the whole process.